shiny Cempasúchil Cubone is only available for 34 hours in Pokemon Go during the Dia de Muertos event, but how can you make the most out of this 2-day event? Well, in this video I will be going through all of the event details, XP, Stardust and candy tips, Pokemon worth catching, raids worth raiding and more. The event starts on November 1st at 10 AM and lasts until November 2nd at 8 PM. This is a short one and it is a global event, but you do get extra bonuses if you happen to be in Latin America or the Caribbean. Cempasúchil Cubone will be debuting alongside its shiny form, and you can evolve it into Cempasúchil Marowak with 50 candy. The bonuses for the event are lure modules and incense activated during the event will last for 90 minutes. Excluding the daily incense, and there will be 2 times catch candy. If you are in Latin America or the Caribbean, you'll get additional transfer candy, and the featured wild, incense and lure encounters will all appear more frequently for you. The wild encounters for the event will be Sunkern, Sableye, Roselia, Duskull wearing a Cempasúchil crown, Drifloon, Litwick, and rarely Cempasúchil Cubone, Yamask and Phantump. The incense and lure encounters will be Sunkern, Sunflora, Houndour, Sableye, Roselia, Cempasúchil Duskull, Drifloon, and rarely the new Cubone and Orange Flabebe. Field research encounters will be Sunkern, Drifloon, Litwick, and rarely the new Cubone and Alolan Marowak. In 1-star raids will be Cempasúchil Cubone, in 3-star raids will be Azumarill, Umbreon, Hariyama, and Bombardier, in 5-star raids will be Darkrai, and in Mega raids will be Mega Banette. There will be some Duskull showcases taking place throughout the event, which are worth taking part in to get some XP, Stardust and possibly premium items. There will be a Dia de Muertos avatar item available in the shop, and there'll be event themed stickers available from gifts, Pokestops and for purchase in the shop. So that's it for the details. Let's have a look at how you can maximize XP, Stardust and candy during the event. So there aren't any specific XP and Stardust bonuses for the event, but you can use lucky eggs to increase XP gains by 2 times, and you can use star pieces to get 1.5 times Stardust. If you see any Duskull showcases, they are definitely worth taking part in because you can get XP and Stardust from them, but just watch out for people who like to swap in higher ranking Pokemon right before the end of the showcase. Also, if you are using lucky eggs, it's a good time to open gifts because you get 1.5 times XP for leveling up friendship this season. With this seasonal bonus and lucky eggs, you'll get 9k XP for getting up to Good Friend, 30k XP for getting Great Friend, 150k XP for Ultra Friends, and 300k for leveling up to Best Friends. Regarding Stardust, Sableye will be spawning, and this is a Stardust boosted Pokemon, and it will give 750 base Stardust per catch instead of the regular 100. With a weather boost in foggy weather, it will give 938 Stardust, and with a lucky egg on top of that, it will give 1406 Stardust per catch. So it's always worth catching any Sableye that you might see. In terms of candy, there is a 2 times catch candy bonus during the event, which can be further increased by 2 times if you use a Pinap Berry, or it can be increased by 2.34 times if you use a Silver Pinap Berry. The Silver Pinap Berry does also increase the catch rate of the Pokemon. With the majority of the event encounters being Ghost types, I would recommend Mega Evolving a Ghost type to get more Candy, Candy XL and XP per Ghost type catch. You can Mega Evolve Gengar, Banette or Sableye, and if you don't have access to these, there are also quite a few Grass types spawning, so you could Mega Evolve a Grass type like Venusaur, Sceptile, Abomasnow or Revert Groudon. The amount of candy bonus you get from Mega Evolution depends on the Mega level of the Mega Evolved Pokemon. Base level will give 1 extra candy, high level will give 1 extra candy, an extra 10% chance to earn Candy XL, and 50 additional XP per catch. If you Mega Evolve a Pokemon that is max Mega level, you'll get 2 extra candy, 25% additional chance to earn Candy XL, and 100 extra XP per catch. And if you don't know how to increase the level of your Mega Evolved Pokemon, it will be at base level from the first time you Mega Evolve it. If you Mega Evolve it 7 times, it'll get to high level, and if you Mega Evolve it 30 times, it'll get to max level. You can, however, only get credit for the first time you Mega Evolve a Pokemon each day, so it will take a minimum of 30 days to go from first Mega Evolution to max level. With Incense and Lures having a 90-minute duration, it does give them more value during this event, and as some of the Pokemon you get from Lures and Incense during this event are worth catching, it's worth considering using your Incense and Lures. Using them will help you with your Cempasúchil Duskull and Cubone shiny hunting if you are hunting them, and there will also be some other decent spawns on Incense and Lures like Flabebe and Sableye, but if you don't want any of these Pokemon, I would recommend saving your Incense and Lure modules for Community Day, where they last for 3 hours. So let's take a look at which Pokemon are worth catching during the event. Starting with the wild encounters, Sableye is worth catching because of the 750 base Stardust it gives, but it's also a decent Pokemon in the Great League in its purified form, being rank 14, and it is also rank 17 in the Halloween Cup. So it's a good idea to get a Shadow Sableye from Sierra so you can purify it and you can power it up with the candy and Candy XL you get from catching the Sableye featured in this event. Roselia is also spawning, and Roserade is a top poison type raid attacker and a decent grass type raid attacker as well. Cempasúchil Duskull will be spawning, and while it and its evolutions don't have any meta relevance, it is worth shiny hunting because it's a very exclusive Pokemon that was only released once during the last Dia de Muertos event, and again it was only available for those 2 days last year. Litwick will be spawning, and Chandelier is a decent fire and ghost type raid attacker, but even better in its shadow form, which is available from shadow raids. I would recommend getting a decent shadow Litwick from the shadow raids and then using the wild Litwick to get Candy and Candy XL to power up the shadow. Cempasúchil Cubone is well worth shiny hunting, and with its very limited release it will be a rare shiny. Yamask is worth catching because Cofagrigus is ranked 78 in the Great League, 59 in the Ultra League and 44 in the Halloween Cup. Phantump is also worth picking up because Trevenant is ranked 73 in the Great League, 61 in the Ultra League and 77 in the Halloween Cup. Houndour will be spawning on Incense and Lures, and Mega Houndoom is a good dark type and fire type raid attacker. Flabebe will be a rare spawn from the Incense and Lures, and it is well worth picking up because Florges is a decent fairy type raid attacker, and it's also ranked 56 in the Ultra League and 17 in the Master League. Alola Marowak will be rarely available in field research, and it is a decent Pokemon in the Halloween Cup, being ranked 69. It does need its legacy move however, and it needs IVs lower than the IV floor of research, so it would need trading to achieve that. With most of the wild Pokemon being ghost, it's a good time to work on your Platinum Hex Maniac medal if you didn't get it during Halloween. So let's check out the raids and see which ones are worth your raid passes. So as the Cempasúchil Cubone is in the wild, I would recommend not raiding it unless you are shiny hunting it or you can't find it in the wild. Azumarill could be worth raiding because it is ranked 44 in the Great League and 28 in the Halloween Cup, but it is worth noting to get the PvP IVs you would need to trade it with a low friendship friend to reroll and lower the attack IV. Likewise, Umbreon could be worth raiding because it is ranked 55 in the Great League and 31 in the Halloween Cup. Again, it would preferably have lower IVs than the IV floor of raids. Hariyama might be worth raiding if you haven't got any decent fighting type raid attackers. It is better in its shadow form though. If you haven't got Darkrai yet, then it could be worth picking up because it is a top 10 dark type raid attacker and ranked 95 in the Master League. Mega Banette is worth raiding because it is the second best ghost type raid attacker, losing out to Mega Gengar, but it does have less weaknesses, so it's sometimes the preferred choice to use. There are no featured shadow raids for the event, but I will go through the meta relevance of the shadow raids that are available during the time of the event. Ghastly is a relatively new shadow Pokemon, and it will be worth raiding because Shadow Gengar will be one of the best ghost type raid attackers, with DPS comparable to Mega Banette, but it will have a lower TDO. Likewise, as I mentioned before, Shadow Litwick will be worth raiding because it is a top 10 fire type raid attacker. Shadow Misdreavus could be an option for raiding, but at a lower priority than the other two I've just mentioned because Shadow Mismagius is a top 10 ghost type raid attacker. Shadow Golbat is worth raiding because it is ranked 46 in the Great League and 72 in its regular form, and it's ranked 3 in the Halloween Cup and ranked 2 in its regular form. Shadow Nidorina might be worth getting for PvP because Shadow Nidoqueen is ranked 63 in the Ultra League and ranked 7 in the Halloween Cup. Additionally, Shadow Nidorino is ranked 53 in the Halloween Cup. So that's about it for the Dia de Muertos event in Pokemon Go. It is a short event and it's definitely worth playing if you are a collector of shiny costume Pokemon, because there's no guarantees that the Cempasúchil Cubone and Duskull will return in the future. So let me know in the comments if you're going to be playing the event. Check out this video on the screen now, like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.